Alright, so how y'all doing, boys? Hope you're doing well. Now in today's video we're finally trying out the Halloween Diane. Now honestly, up until a couple minutes ago when I was actually going to have a look at her and have a quick read of her skills, I actually hadn't purchased any of the costumes, so quickly went ahead and purchased some of them. Honestly, the actual Halloween costume they give for her is honestly by far the best costume. They unfortunately no, she is actually, never mind, she isn't missing any pieces, so that's really good. Unfortunately, Rep our boy Salt Melee is still missing his 5th weapon, but other than that, I mean, I'm a really big fan of this, kind of icy themed skin. So for the first showcase, we will be using this one, but do expect me to, switch it up in the next one. But actually first time reading her skills here. So her first card inflicts charge damage equal to 500% of attack on one enemy. Second card here inflicts damage equal to 180% attack on all enemies and disables attack skills. This is what I wish they had given the Ragnarok DM. For some reason, they gave her such a poor second card. It really didn't make any sense, but looking at the ultimate here, inflicts 7 damage equal to 630% of attack on one enemy. Alright ultimate, I mean, she does seem to be a very DPS heavy unit. Increases damage taken by enemies who use the skill by 20% for 3 turns. Applies when entering battle, excludes deathmatch. Applies before skill activation, can be stacked up to 4 times. Okay, so doesn't say excludes PvP on there, so honestly she's looking really good for a damage dealer. Unfortunately she's green, so at this point, literally any type, there's no bad type at the moment. Barn counters Gotha, Gotha counters Margaret, Margaret counters Barn. But if we look at her gear here, we have given her the attack crit damage gear that we've had from our Ragnarok Diane, but using her on the Margaret team. Now, I haven't really thought of any other teams for her. Like I said, I do want to get out one more showcase, but yeah, look, haven't tried her off camera yet, and let's jump right into it. Here we go, and let's see it, our first opponent. Now, we have just had weekly reset happen last week, so definitely a real player from how long the loading time is, and from what I've heard, she's not the best of units. Now, what I want to go for in this first turn, I'm thinking we maybe buff the Margaret to start us off, that way we get the extra damage resistance from Barn. I mean, I really doubt he's going to chuck out an attack first turn, but we might as well. There's no really great Margaret starting hands if you don't get the extra rank up or the extra breath of bless. Most people even use the Margaret AoE if they're trying to showcase other units, and there we go. Getting the bow there, so definitely a real player. But from what I've heard about the Diane, the best part about her is by far her outfits and her animations, so definitely keen to see those. And hey, look at that. We could just, if I was really looking to win, I would just rank up the Margaret, throw out 2 level 3 AoEs and probably be done with it, especially if he doesn't chuck out the gift card, which there he goes. We could have just wiped there, but do we actually get any? Yeah, we don't get a crazy amount of skill effects at level 1. I might buff the Diane, go for the attack disable and merge these for the time being. I'm not too scared about the one I'm getting ultimate. I feel as if though, as long as we get some fairly good card draw on this next turn, yo, that's actually sick, especially for a 2-star card. I'm keen to see what the 3-star animation is, but his Barn's taking a little bit of damage, granted, that will get fully healed. We do have an extra rank up though, so I wonder if we could go level 3 AoE and then kill with the charged single target card. Granted, she is type disadvantage, and goddamn the axe is so sick. I'm actually glad that I kind of got this showcase out late, because I was able to finish all of the, Halloween Hawk's Dreamtime Adventure, I think it's called, and actually able to get that at the end this afternoon, I think it was. But honestly, the attack disable working really well there. Didn't rush the Barn ultimate, which is nice. Just another level 1 gift card. Do we want to hold him out another turn though? I think I might just go for the full send and see if we can get rid of Barn. If so, first match, that'd be a pretty good start. Have we even got the Margaret buff on us anymore? I don't think we do. Yeah, no, I probably should have paid attention to that, goddamn, okay. Yeah, that animation is just gorgeous, and 200,000 type disadvantage, no Margaret buff, and he has the gift. I mean, granted, there's a lot of stuff going against Diane there, but for 200,000, I'm fairly okay with that. Yeah, I definitely would have been better putting up a pumpkin bomb that last turn. Honestly, been a hot minute since I played PvP. I do kind of every day, obviously, you have to do the daily ungeared match. I kind of just use the Barn team in auto, and most of the time I win, so a little rusty, but let's see if we can win the next one. But honestly, when it comes to grinding Grand Cross, literally 90% of the stuff I do is grinding Has Valgrind. PvP is unless it's recording videos, it's fairly uncommon. Most of the videos I do is PvP, so I do get a lot of PvP time still, but when it comes to spare time, it's just grinding those stones. I'm super close to being able to get 2 Holy Relics, so I definitely want to get Barnes next, so I do expect a showcase on that soon. but I do definitely want to get Gotha's. Of course, you know, it does help out a ton with the Asvelga raid, but also it's just definitely one of, like, personally, I reckon it's one of the coolest Holy Relics by far. Like, I don't know, just having like the thing bouncing behind, and that's half the reason I actually bought this Halloween costume, although it's like tied personally with the, what's the other one, like the fantasy costume. I don't know, I feel as if though this one here, the Halloween gun, goes so well with that Holy Relic. Removing the Margaret buff, that is unfortunate. We can't really use the Margaret this turn anyways. I'd like to get rid of Amelia. Oh, we're gonna have to attack those separately anyways. We can't kill like this, can we? I think I'm just gonna have to use Card on each turn. I really don't want anyone to get frozen there. And oh my god, Margaret is absolutely tearing up that Amelia. Could we? Is that a gearless Amelia? Surely Diane isn't doing that much damage. Hold on, I'm definitely gonna have to get. Granted, we do have the Margaret buff up. Okay, as long as we don't get the Jack of Light card on us this turn, I think I'm just going to go full stun on Gotha and see if we can kill type neutral. I know Gotha's like an extremely tanky character. Or we could try and... How much health does Lolly Merlin lost, actually? Might actually lose the Margaret here as well. Oh yeah, no. That Infect card is definitely killing, yikes. I mean, it only frees up the one card as well. Actually, chucking the attack disable out here is another really good play. Of course, you can still use the Infect card, like the Jack of Light and whatnot, but... Let's see, we'll rank up you, go 1 and 2, why not? But having, I feel as if those Diane's still a tiny bit funny with the kit, although definitely better than the Ragnarok Diane in terms of the second card. That was a fairly good crit there. I still feel as if though this Diane, you would be a lot better off having like a double single target card, or even like what Merlin has, like a single target AoE effect. Like, I feel as though she's 100% damage dealer, but she's just lacking that, like, if you look at Escanor, for example, his cards are just full damage dealer, his stats full damage dealer, and he has the passive that stops him from just getting absolutely destroyed by attack disables. Like, granted, you know, Escanor is an extremely strong unit. I wouldn't say this Diane is as good as Escanor, and I'd really like to kill the Merlin here. Please, Death Fist. We are not getting off to a good start. Granted, we know... Oh, okay, we killed Merlin. I'd really like to believe that Gotha doesn't kill everyone here, but that is very, very unlikely. And he ends on like a slither of health, and if like anyone survives, he still has the extra card. It was a bad matchup for us, and yeah, that single target as well. Definitely gonna finish Diane off. Goddamn. 2-0 at the moment, so let's see if we can bring back some of these other matches. And love that cutout, by the way. Here we go, match 3, and against a Margaret Droll team, and thank God we out CC'd. Okay, it's comeback time. Please give us the extra Margaret card, and I'll honestly take that, actually. What do I want to go for? Is it smart to go for just turn 1? Full send on... I feel like we do it, especially if he gets like the double rank up into Margaret card. He'll use that, that'll be his cleanse gauntlet, and then we can throw out the attack disable the next turn, and that'll be for 2 turns, which will be really, really helpful. Let's see, 1-star Breath of Bless. Surely we get a... Yeah, if we had a crit there, we definitely would have just wiped the floor. And look at that, heaps of extra Margaret cards, yeah. We're going to win this match, and we're going to win the next 2. That way we don't just have a god-awful first Diane showcase, which... Granted, you know, all of the meta teams in Grand Cross right now are so insanely strong that, like, even the side units, which they've done a great job of making, like, all the past couple units have been so insanely well designed. I don't know why you'd go for that there. I'm gonna go 1, 2, and 3, and that should just about kill Droll and Margaret, but I'd still like to say I'm so pleased with these animations. The Diane alone, but like all of the aura and stuff that goes on with them as well, and 300,000 damage for an attack disable. That is good, to say the least. Actually, you know what? I was gonna skip this match, but since, you know, we do still have the 2, like, you know, rank ups and the single target Diane card, we are gonna remove, like, lose our Breath of Bless effect, so there isn't gonna be the buff there. But I still feel as if, though, if we get the crit, we'll be able to kill Escanor here. If we don't, you know, that's unfortunate, but hey, let's see. I do really hope they keep up, you know, the theme with giving such good animations, because the Halloween Slaters I was a little bit disappointed in, but look at that, 400,000 with no buffs. Skipping that last match because the player was like below 200,000 CC, and it just wouldn't have been interesting. Although I do like to show off every single match I get, that was not something you wanted to see. But coming up against another barn team here, I think we go for the same thing, ranking up the Margaret turn 1. And do we want to... I think we'll throw out the Gotha Pumpkin Bomb just in case. We, you know, once again, if you wanted to win the match, by all means, you'd get the rank up in this next turn, you'd rank up Margaret, you double AoE, and there's just no way Barn survives it. But I would very much like to see if Diane can actually crit Barn. I know that's like impossible. Barn has like one of the highest crit resistances in the game. I'd like to see it though. Granted, you know, once again, she does only have the level 2, so probably not the best idea. And look, having the 3 Margaret AoEs is just way too tempting not to use. Diane actually taking damage from Grimoire, excuse me? If we can get rid of Grimoire at least, 1, 2, might as well throw the 3rd Margaret card off as well now. Get the ultimate there, that way worst comes to worst. We can just delete a unit if we need to, you know, if we need to show off the Diane and try and go for Barn. Barn's actually going to be really low. I didn't expect the shield to actually get deleted that fast. Maybe that was a mistake throwing out the Margaret cards. Grand Cross at the moment on Global is literally just a, you know, rock, paper, scissors. You use this team, you get counted to this one, and we're just getting more Margaret cards, so yeah, look. Although Diane's probably not the best unit to use for this team, like when I'm thinking best supports for the Margaret team, so many units come to mind, but like this Diane is definitely not like a top tier support. Although she is a very good unit and I'd like definitely give her B or A tier, she just doesn't really have a spot, and it's the same kind of situation that's going on with the Ragnarok Diane. They both just don't like, although the Ragnarok Diane has a little bit more of like a purpose, she, you know, is made solely to counter Margaret. You can tell that from the moment you look at her. She just doesn't have a team. That's like a major thing for units. That's why Margaret, Barn, and Gotha are so good. Not only are they great units respectively, they also, you know, are team leaders. The second a unit's a team leader, not only do they have tons of showcases made on them because they can be used in so many teams, they just have so much more purpose in the game. And let's just get on to the final match. And our final opponent is a full Archangel team. Honestly, at the moment, I have so much hype for Grand Cross. With the King of Fighters rerun just around the corner, like, I cannot stress to you enough how, like, well I feel like they've done. Just King of Fighters in general, like, the first one was amazing, and I think I might just chuck this out as well. The first King of Fighters was amazing, but then re-releasing all the old units as well, there was no, like, guarantee they were going to bring back Keo, and that is great. The fact they're giving out the free Holy Relics now, I know what you're saying. All the Holy Relics are free anyways. Yes, they're giving them to they're basically accessible to anyone who plays the game. As long as you've been playing the game for like a week, you should be able to get them. They're giving out a free Mai as well, which personally is one of the only characters I missed. I wasn't spending money on the game at the time, but I did have a little bit of money to, the Ange got absolutely wiped there, but I did have enough money to actually, you know, get a couple summons out and get the Keo and Rugal, which I was super, super grateful. Those were like the 2 characters I really, really wanted. Gonna go for the double. Might lose this, however. Would be unfortunate. I'd like to wrap the video up on a win, but them releasing Terry and Iorio as well is just so hard. Like, I'm so bummed out that we have the dead week and, you know, just have the final boss Twig on that. However, it's definitely a nice time to save. It's a nice time to chill out. If you guys play Dokkan at the moment, they had the World Tournament. I only just got finished grinding that, so that's the only reason why I haven't really played. Like, I've still been playing hours of Grand Cross each day. I haven't just been grinding it all day, every day though, because that's been taking up quite a bit of time. Let's see. Ooh, what do I want to... I definitely want to get some lifesteal on. Yeah, why not? We'll go for this. Sorry, for some reason I thought I could only use 2 cards there, but if we could kill Margaret, that would be... Oh yeah, no. This match is another W. Unfortunately, both these last 2 matches wasn't really able to showcase Diane off at all. This one, obviously, because she's dead, but... Honestly, I'm definitely still happy with how she went. I definitely feel as if though I need to do the second showcase as well, just to show off a tiny bit more, and I might use her on... Definitely not on a team that has Margaret or like Barn on them, so that way we can kind of, you know, test out her damage a little bit more than have her being carried by the team leader. But let's just wrap up the video. There we go, and that just about does it for today's showcase. I mean, definitely still giving her a high rating, although I don't reckon she's like crazy meta breaking or have like any huge influence on the PvP meta at the moment. I just don't really, by all means, you know, any PvE content could come out and really like, you know, prioritize a certain character, but I don't really see her having any crazy uses. Maybe in like a final boss or something, or like one of the, just like the demon battles that come out, she could be really good. But at the moment, once again, her not fitting in a team, I definitely fit her around like that high B, low A tier. There's just not a crazy amount of use. Yeah, she does really good in the Margaret team, but other than that, it's alright. I still, yeah, like I said, really want to do the second showcase as well. Might try her out with like a Gotha team or something, like the new 40 million download celebration Gotha. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please hit like button, subscribe. Really means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys for some more Grand Cross content.